incident and Akane apologizing, she finally actually means it. So they're gonna start being better friends. Still having a giant rivalry though, to see who's better. Kind of like a Bakugo and Deku, with Akane being Bakugo and Adrian being Deku. But he's not a crybaby and a weakling. He's strong. So over the next few weeks, they do a lot of training and a lot of having fun. Enjoying their time until the school would go on a lockdown. The principal says, "We're having a lockdown. Everyone hide somewhere. 20 invaders have come. If they get into your classroom, you will have to fight. This is the principal. Goodbye." Everyone hides right under their. Everyone hides somewhere. Christian devises a strategy and says that he'll be above the door, and if anyone breaks in, he'll instantly kill them. They agree with that, even though it's still going to be deadly. When they do this, someone busts down the door, and then it flies open. Adrian somehow handling it. He goes, hitting the wall. No one realized, but they didn't hear it. He goes, the robber says, "Where are you?" And there's 5 of them in there. Adrian thinks to himself, there's nothing I can do against these guys. These guys have insane swords. He says, whatever, it's worth a try. He says, pulling out both his swords, but then instantly the 3 villains come and block them, saying, pathetic, and kick him into a wall. He goes, damn it. Then, out of nowhere, everyone jumps out, and they go, Instantly, Mr. Johnson throws a book at one of their face, saying, we're not going down without a fight. He says, let's get him. He jumps in, with everyone pitching in to try and fight. They're trying to fight them off. Even Akane saying, go get him! And throwing Adrian by the leg, he goes, whoa! Pulls out his sword and stabs one through the chest. He goes, he goes, sorry, not sorry. And then kicks another one into a wall. He goes, and says, I'm enjoying this. He says, crimson is red. He says, cremation slash! And slashes through another one. He goes, Then the final guy says, we need backup. These guys are destroying us. Then before he's killed, he goes, Christian then grabs some oil and then pours it all over the floor and says, everyone hide. They all hide again, and when the reinforcements come in, there's 10 of them this time. Then they all slip on the oil. Adrian jumps out going, time to go. Night night. And knocks the lights out and kills the lights. Then they see a blue light from the door. Then they see something blue. Then the blue disappears, and then it's 2 blue dots. They go, what the? They're starting to get scared. Then, out of nowhere, all they hear is, damn it, bro, why does this always have to happen to me? As I said, they all start to get scared, and everyone in the class starts to get scared. They're like, what was that voice? Then the voice goes, and appears next to someone saying, you blinked. Then he goes, oh god, I'll be right back. What? So, with the guys being very, very scared, then he goes, then out of nowhere they hear and then when they get back in, and when the lights turn back on, all of them are dead. And the last of the reinforcements come in, they see him right there, and they all go for a slash. Then, with a deep freaking voice, they hear, the worst thing that they could ever hear that gives them nightmares. But he says in a grim voice,
"Let me put you back together, then take you apart all over again."
He says, they go, then Adrian goes,
"Let's see how many times you can be pulled apart. I assure you, I am very real."
and gets super scared then. Then they frighten. They're about to do it, but then the door's closed and locked. Then, out of nowhere, they hear,
"This time, there is more than an illusion to fear."
Then he says after that,
"We know who our friends are, and you are not one of them."
then he goes, and then they're dead. He says, well, that's a lot of bodies. The principal walks into every they send all kinds of 8 heroes through the entire thing to look through. They go to class A, and they see tons of bodies on the floor. They say, whoa, you all did this? They say, yup. He says, wow, you guys are already super strong. They go, yep. He says, then they whisper to Mr. Johnson, oh yeah, it's almost time. He says, yeah, I don't want it to go. He says it's almost time for the Swordsman exam. It's almost time for the Swordsman festival. Yeah, this is starting to take a dark turn to My Hero Academia side. He says it's almost time for the Swordsman exams. He goes, yeah. And says, I'll tell them tomorrow. She says, it'll be really cool. They just beat up a tons of bad guys. We'll take these guys to jail. Then you could tell them the surprise. He says, right, I will. He says, okay, class, I have an announcement. So, next week will be the Swordsman exams. Will be a nice combat tournament. And that's all I have to say. They all go, whoa!